The flood wall is about to collapse. The major flood peak isn't even here yet. And just this rainstorm has ruined 6 months of our hard work.
Where are the pumps? Turn them all to the maximum. We can't let the group's $10 billion investment go to waste.
The current is too chaotic, and even the experts' computers can't calculate the stress points.
Where is Engineer Liang? Where is he? Take me to Engineer Liang now. Engineer Liang, the water has crossed the warning line. Please, we need your help now.
Don't panic. Everyone, follow my lead. The undercurrent on the 4th level is surging back. Blocking it will only snap the foundation piles. Blast the illegal embankment at site number 3 and let the river flow back to release pressure. Using the water's own counterforce, the bridge base will be saved.
What are you waiting for? Do exactly as Engineer Liang says. Amazing. Those top students from abroad couldn't solve it all night, but you fixed it in one glance.
It's nothing. I've been up for 2 nights, so I'm going to catch up on sleep. Even if the world ends, do not wake me.
President Zhang, who is this Engineer Liang? He knew exactly where to blast at a glance.
You wouldn't understand. He's the legend the old chairman spent a month at the site begging to join us. The pillars of 3 major bridges in China were all designed by him personally.
That's incredible.
More than that, foreign firms offered him $10 million, but he said, China's rivers should be built with our own tech. He just turned them down. With him here, the bridge base won't fail.
What are you whispering about during work hours?
And who is this?
This is Miss Su of Su Group. The old chairman is hospitalized, so President Su is now in full control.
A $10 billion bridge project, and it's left to a bunch of useless fools. If investors saw this, how could the group ever go public?
President Su, you've got it wrong. The floods were raging last night, and we risked our lives all night just to...
You only held it with those crude methods because of pure luck. But what if you hadn't? With billions in losses, who would be responsible?
Starting tomorrow, my overseas team will take full command. As for you two, collect your pay and get out. You can talk on the way. From now on, anyone who doesn't meet the group's standards is fired. Is this the province's model construction site? Dozens of people here are just slacking off, with no discipline at all.
President Zhang, that night, we risked our lives to plug the breach for the group. Now she's firing us the moment she arrives.
A new boss always wants to make a mark. The eldest miss thinks we're just useless trash getting in her way.
What about Engineer Liang? Should we wake him to lay low for a bit?
Let him sleep. No matter how clueless the eldest miss is, she wouldn't go as far as messing with our backbone, right?
The group is going public soon. Before the major flood peak at month end, the bridge must be completed. I won't allow any risks on this site that might hold us back. There was a flood warning last night. The overseas team provided a drainage plan last week. Why didn't you follow it? Su Group spent tens of millions of dollars on this smart flood control system. Is it just for show in your hands? You're inefficient. All bonuses are docked.
President Su, the sensors down there last night were all clogged with silt. The computers were useless. We tied ropes around our waists and soaked in the water all night, using sandbags to plug the breach by hand.
I only care about results. The group doesn't pay you to relax. Eating during work hours? If you delay the company's IPO, can you afford the price? You're fired.
Who had the nerve to touch my blueprints?
Especially those sleeping on the job, I will deal with them severely. Someone get this loafer out of here.
Girl, do you have any idea who I am?
I don't care who you are. No one is allowed to sleep during work hours. Check again which crew he belongs to and why he's getting paid for doing nothing.
President Su, he's not in the system, and his education only shows middle school. But every month, the company pays him $200,000 in labor fees.
$200,000? For that amount, I could hire the world's top computer experts. The company is paying a middle schooler just to sleep on the job.
The flood peak almost took out the retaining wall last night. If I hadn't been watching the flow, your $10 billion project would be gone. I stayed up for 2 nights. So what if I slept? Is that a problem?
Are you joking? My high-priced engineers are running 3D fluid dynamics models, and you're telling me you can see the riverbed flow with your bare eyes? The Su Group is about to go public. I won't allow unscientific frauds to stay here. Fire him. What are you laughing at? Take your junk and get out. Anyone else who gets paid for doing nothing will end up just like him.
Fine, I'm leaving. But mark my words. In 30 days, when the flood peak hits, this bridge will collapse. When things go wrong, don't come begging me to return.
Just a fraud. I don't believe a word.
President Su, that man gets $200,000 a month. Could he actually have some talent?
My father is too loyal to old friends. That's why he's being bled dry by these old-timers who rely on experience. The group is going public. We won't keep these parasites. Dad, how are you feeling today?
Xiaoran, something urgent came up. That expert named Liang at the site, you must not touch him.
Expert Liang? It couldn't be him, could it? Dad, if you were saying, who's the expert we can't touch on site?
Old Liang. The bridge's life is in his hands alone.
President Su, the water expert we just hired from abroad, the one who studied overseas, is named Liang Daishu. Judging by the name, it's him.
Dad, you're talking about expert Liang Daishu, right?
Yes, don't neglect him.
Don't worry, I've given him full authority. As for that overpaid, lazy person with the same surname, I've already fired him. This $10 billion project can't be ruined by a high school dropout who can't even use a computer. Come on, let's go meet that overseas expert. Expert Liang, the flood peak at month end is the deadline. I heard abroad you build bridges using computer models. The group needs top talent like you who rely on data, not those who just guess blindly while standing in the mud.
Of course. Once our computer system is running, we can see everything underwater clearly. I guarantee we'll finish before the flood.
I knew it. That lazy guy named Liang actually had the nerve to say the bridge would collapse by month end, as if the computer wouldn't catch that.
What does he know? He hasn't even studied high school physics. President Su, all lights are green. We can start driving the pillars now.
Start it up.
President Su, we can't drive them in. The mud at the bottom is too soft.
Impossible. Foreign software never makes mistakes. Your machine's dial must be broken.
President Su, the mud has completely blocked the holes below. If it stays soaked like this, once the massive flood peak arrives at the end of the month, the iron frame of the base will all rust and be ruined.
Expert Liang, didn't you say that foreign model was foolproof? What's going on here?
President Su, there's too much silt underwater here. It's interfering with the computer signal. But don't worry, we can solve it today.
As long as the data is fine. Hurry up, we can't miss the deadline for the closure at the end of the month. Dad.
Xiaoran, my blood pressure just dropped to 160. Why do I feel so uneasy? Nothing happened at the bridge, right?
What could happen? The site has already switched to the latest computer control system. With Expert Liang in charge, we'll definitely close before the flood peak.
That's good. The doctor said, my blood vessels are very fragile. I can't take any stress. With old Liang around, I feel at ease.
Dad, just focus on recovering. Once the bridge is finished, Su Group's market value will at least double.
It's over. How am I supposed to drive the piles?
We're finished now. When the flood comes at the end of the month, without Engineer Liang here, the bridge base will surely rot in the water.
Exactly. When Engineer Liang was here, he calculated the flow every day with that black notebook. Where the pits were on the riverbed, it was all in that book. Now that he's gone, no one else can do it.
I heard Engineer Liang hasn't gone far. He's drinking alone at the noodle shop in town.
The black notebook. If I just get my hands on it and input the data into the computer, I'll be the one taking the credit during the flood.
Boss, are there any long-distance buses to the provincial capital nearby?
Yes. Turn left outside and walk 2 kilometers to the bus station. They run every 30 minutes.
All right. I'll use the faucet in your kitchen to wash my face with some cold water.
Where is it? Found it. So the underwater currents at the bottom of the river are hidden at these specific points. This hillbilly actually has some skills.
Expert Liang, have you calculated the plan to block the water?
President Su, I've applied the core algorithm from the imported system. By drilling 3 deep water diversion pipes diagonally downward, we can stabilize the foundation pit.
That's great. I knew it. In this world, there's no top-tier tech money can't buy, only outdated methods. Expert Liang, the lifeblood of the $10 billion Su Group project now relies entirely on your data model.
Don't worry, President Su. With my data, it's foolproof.
Expert Liang, this system of yours has truly impressed the group. In less than half a day, it saved us over $10 million in losses.
Science is science. As long as the software is accurate, even the biggest underwater pits can be filled.
Expert Liang, the position of these pipes, how is it exactly like what Engineer Liang drew on the blueprints before?
What Engineer Liang? That loafer who doesn't even understand blueprints can't compare to Expert Liang's computer model.
Foreign software gives this exact result. You're just a machine operator. What do you know about core algorithms?
Hey, Liang Daju. President Su gave the order. You can't enter the site anymore.
I left my notebook inside. I'll leave once I get it.
What are you doing here? Think the money we gave you wasn't enough? Want to extort more from Su Group?
Expert Liang. Was the food at the town's noodle shop good?
I don't know what you're talking about. President Su, this madman wants to steal my data.
Stop making a scene. Expert Liang is a top-tier talent hired from abroad with a high salary. He just used an imported system to fix the risks. Who do you think you are? How dare you question his data?
Imported system? By stealing my sketches to show off? The third layer of the riverbed is all quicksand. I didn't finish that notebook. The remaining pressure relief points, he couldn't calculate them, even if he smashed his computer.
Nonsense. Security, get this loafer out of here. Don't let him delay the construction.
Keep pretending then. Let's see if you can last the month.
Great news. Su Group just made a total fool of themselves. That lady who studied abroad just fired Liang Daju.
Fired? The hydrogeology of this entire riverbed. Only Liang Daju in the whole province understands it. She's insane.
Not only did she fire him, she kicked Liang Daju out like a thief. President Zhou, this is a godsend. Our downstream Phase 2 project needs an anchor like him.
Get the car. Even if I have to sell everything, I will bring him back to Zhou Corporation today.
Since you're here, it saves me a trip to the legal department. Right after you left, the groundwater at the number 3 reactor acted up. Think that's just a coincidence?
The fake data this idiot calculated couldn't even plug a leak, so why would I need to sabotage it?
Stop making excuses. The data on Expert Liang's computer is clear. Someone intentionally sabotaged the geology. You're jealous. The group values science, so you're playing dirty.
That's right. My computer detection system shows. The underwater geology was sabotaged.
If that junk system actually worked, you wouldn't be so nervous that you buttoned your shirt wrong.
Security, grab him and call 911. The legal department will make sure you lose everything. Since you won't listen to reason, don't blame me for using business tactics. Notify all industry partners that Liang Daju ignored regulations and sabotaged group projects. From today on, anyone who hires him is an enemy of Su Group's $10 billion capital. I'll make sure he can't find a single job in the entire industry.
Blacklist me? Does old Mr. Su?
My father's old-fashioned ways don't work with me. Legal is on the way. Hold him down.
Wait a minute.
Who are you? This is Su Group property. No unauthorized personnel allowed.
Engineer Liang, you've been mistreated.
And you are?
This man is coming with me, Zhou Group.
Zhou Corporation Bridge? That downstream low-bid construction crew?
Construction crew. Miss Su just returned to the country, so you might not know, but for cross-river bridges, Zhou Corporation is the industry standard. I just didn't expect Su Group to be so blind, throwing away their greatest asset.
He's facing a lawsuit for sabotaging the group's project. If you dare hire him, I'll have Su Group's legal team sue Zhou Corporation into bankruptcy.
Yes, my computer detection system can prove it.
Engineer Liang, the underwater geology for Phase 2 is even more of a headache than here. On behalf of Zhou Corporation, I officially hire you as chief engineer. Besides absolute technical authority, I'll add 10% of Zhou Group's shares.
10% shares? President Zhou is truly desperate, gambling the company's future on a middle school dropout.
I appreciate President Zhou's kindness, but I have a mess to clear up here and don't want to get involved in your feud.
Engineer Liang, what if on top of those shares, I add Zhou Nian's absolute trust in you? I'll take the risks. Su Group won't. Su Group and find the blueprint Su Group lost for you.
Fine. I'll take the job.
For the Zhou Corporation Phase 2 project, I'm giving you absolute command.
President Zhou, as a listed company, Zhou Corporation only collects the bad assets discarded by Su Group. It's truly eye-opening. My father personally gave the order from his sickbed. For Sue Group's $10 billion portfolio, we won't allow some random person with a few scrap drawings and blind guesses to interfere.
Blind guesses? This rangefinder was provided by Sue Group last month. 8 years ago, Chairman Sue stood on the riverbank and begged me to join Sue Group. In all these years, I haven't taken a single cent in dividends from the Sue family. I've paid back that old favor. Tell the old man, I, Liang Daju, owe the Sue family nothing more.
Liang Daju, stop the sob story. This is the era of bridge building with advanced software. Who cares about your moldy old experience?
You're driving away the pillar who built bridges for over 20 years. Su Xiaoran, sooner or later you'll pay the price for your arrogance today.
Wait. The losses from the near collapse of Pier 3 haven't been settled. Sue Group's legal team hasn't agreed to let him go. Write a formal statement immediately. Admit you ignored the group's management, violated regulations, and nearly caused a major engineering accident. If the liability isn't clearly assigned, Sue Group's lawyers have plenty of ways to keep you in debt for the rest of your life.
President Joe, Phase 2 has that difficult mid-river rock layer, right?
Yes, the current is too fast. We haven't dared to drive the piles yet.
Leave it to me. Before the flood season, I'll make the Sue Group bridge a total joke.
President Su, that lawsuit against Engineer Liang for damaging the foundation, don't send it to him. Send it to Joe Group's legal department. Consider this a declaration of war between our groups.
For the sake of a loafer who ignores modern management, you're risking all of Joe Corporation's cash flow to declare war on me?
Who really caused the damage? I will be clear when the tide recedes.
Expert Liang, what's wrong with you today? You haven't said a word. What are you hiding for?
President Su, I spend all my time doing research abroad. I really don't want to deal with this foul-mouthed lowlife. It's beneath me.
Hello?
Chairman Su, this is Jonian. Zhou Corporation's Cross River Bridge. I will be finished before the month-end flood peak. It's time for a new ruler of this river.
You're finishing before the flood season? Old Liang's blueprints said it was impossible. Wait, how do you have the nerve to challenge me? Quick, call Xiaoran. Something must have happened at the site.
Dad, why are you calling all of a sudden? Everything is going smoothly at the site.
Smoothly? Jonian just called and issued a direct challenge to me. Did you get rid of our key expert? What did you do to old Liang?
So Zonian went to show off to you. Dad, don't worry. I just cleared out a burden that was dragging down our total return on assets and beat them at their own game.
Beat them at their own game? What do you mean?
That idle man who took hundreds of thousands of dollars in labor fees but did no work almost caused the bridge to collapse because of his outdated, experience-based methods. Surprisingly, that woman Jonian thought she found a treasure, actively backed him up, and poached him. She just took back a massive compliance loophole.
Sigh. Ha ha ha, good. Xiaoran, this move to shift the trouble was brilliant. I'll hand over the power now. From now on, you're in full control of the bridge construction.
Thanks, Dad.
Zhou Nian thinks hiring a parasite will turn things around, but she forgot we still hold the real trump card. Where is old Liang? With old Liang here, Zhou Corporation doesn't stand a chance.
My dad was blinded by old-school loyalty, betting everything on a relic of the past who can't even read computer blueprints.
Exactly. Someone who can't even read digital drawings will only make a fool of himself at Joe Corporation.
I'll just sit back and watch the show. Once the peak flood season arrives, without precise data support, we'll see Zhou Corporation's rotten bridge get washed away. Expert Liang, our bridge's market value upon listing depends on your computer model.
It's foolproof.
This is the wealth of Joe Corporation. Is Engineer Liang good enough for you?
The equipment is top tier, but hardware isn't everything. You need someone who knows these waters to operate them.
The pilots at Joe Corporation aren't familiar enough with the undercurrents here. It'll take at least 2 weeks to get them up to speed.
That's too slow. I'll bring in a team of experts for you.
Engineer Liang, where are you?
Old Zhang. Sue Group rejected us, but Joe Corporation wants us. Bring the boys to the downstream phase 2. Double pay.
Let's do it. Boys, grab your gear. Let's go to Zhou Corporation and teach those returnees a lesson.
Don't worry, President Sue. With me here, no one will touch a single hair on Sue's bridge. I'll always have your back.
Follow me, and you'll get plenty of project funds.
President Sue, something's wrong.
What's the panic? Expert Liang will handle whatever happens.
Everything's falling apart. Manager Zhang took over 30 senior operators from the site. They all jumped ship to Zhou Corporation.
What? Over 30 machines have stopped? Where's the legal department? Sue them for breach of contract. Dock all their pay.
President Sue, you personally ordered it a few days ago and fired them all. They're free agents now.
Expert Liang, the veteran operators are gone. What about our progress?
President Sue, it's a blessing in disguise. Those useless old employees, good riddance to them. I'll contact the overseas team I trained to take over. All PhDs, way more reliable.
Heaven is on my side, replacing them with elites who understand global data charts. I want to see what Zhou Nian can do with a bunch of old workers who only have brute force.
Engineer Liang, your strategy is twice as efficient as the old Zhou Corporation crew.
That's nothing. The team over at Sue Group should be all PhDs by now, right?
Su Xiaoran made a ruthless move. Those PhDs are great at theory. Engineer Liang, aren't you afraid they'll finish first?
Not at all. The hand-drawn hydrological map I left them is incomplete. The quicksand data for the third layer, I didn't include it at all. If they drive the main piles based on that, once flood season hits, it's going to be a disaster.
Engineer Liang. You haven't had a drop of water since morning. Eat something warm before you continue.
President Zhou, how did you know I like using these old-fashioned lunchboxes? Braised pork with sour beans. 10 years ago, when we built the first bridge in the canyon, I went 3 days without eating. Then every night, someone would secretly leave a box like this next to my surveying equipment. Was that you?
Back then, I had just taken over my family's failing road and bridge company, and I was crying in a corner of the site. You walked up and said, "The bridge hasn't collapsed. Why cry? Strengthen the foundation. That's what matters most." 10 years ago, that lunchbox was a gift from Zhou Nian to you. 10 years later, I'm betting all of Zhou Corporation on you.
I always thought that small contractor who faced a flood and almost jumped into the river had quit the business long ago. I secretly changed the blueprints for you to save the foundation. Why didn't you come find me later?
I didn't even have engineering qualifications then. How could I face you? I worked myself to death growing Zhou Corporation, just so I could stand tall one day and repay you for saving my life. That's enough testing for today. Come with me.
This shack is falling apart. Why did you move your desk here?
To work together, of course. From today on, the command center is my home. Wherever Engineer Liang is, I'll be there. Engineer Liang has been up all night. Have some noodles to fill your stomach.
President Zhou, go get some sleep. The riverbed rock load test passed, and we're leading the progress.
I'm not tired. Working by your side keeps me more energized than ever.
Zhou Corporation has already overtaken us. Why has Pier number 3 stopped for 3 days?
President Sue, the blueprints left by the old crew have too many errors. My overseas team is recalculating using international formulas. Quality takes time.
President Sue, the quicksand layer is deepening. The water temperature is wrong. At this time, we must not force the casing for piling, or the quicksand will snap the pipes.
Stop trying to scare people with your outdated experience. The computer calculations are perfect. I'll take full responsibility.
Liang Daishu, I don't care about quicksand. I only care about the KPIs. I'm giving you 3 days to get the support pillars for Pier number 3 driven into the ground. Every day the bridge opening is delayed. Sue Group's market value drops tens of millions of dollars. Dad, are you feeling better?
The Weather Bureau warned that this midsummer will bring a once-in-a-century flood. The bridge must be joined before the flood hits. On the opening ceremony day, I'll personally lead the board to inspect the site.
Don't worry. Everything is under the control of me and Expert Liang.
Xiaoran, You're pushing yourself too hard.
My father is coming to inspect the opening ceremony, and if he sees that the third pile isn't set yet, he'll definitely take back command. Expert Liang, as long as the bridge connects smoothly, I'll give you top credit at the board meeting and make you the technical VP of Su Group.
I don't want to be VP. Xiaoran, after all my hard work, what I really want is you.
Once the project is successfully open to traffic, I promise you.
Engineer Liang, take a break and have some tea.
President Zhou, let the assistant handle these chores.
Can't I personally serve our great hero? The riverbed rock-bearing test has passed. Our progress is definitely number 1. On the day of the bridge's opening ceremony, I've prepared a big surprise for you.
Good. I'll be waiting for it.
Listen up, brothers. The toughest part of the riverbed rock layer, we finally conquered it. Here is your triple heat bonus, paid in cash today.
Wow. President Zhou, to break through this rock, we spent an extra half a month, and our cash flow is almost dry. The upcoming material costs...
I'll handle the financing. As long as the bridge foundation is solid, I'll sacrifice everything to make it happen.
Thank you, President Zhou. Working for President Zhou, our quality will definitely crush Su Group.
The deep water base concrete is poured. You've been on watch for 30 hours straight. Go sleep in the car for a bit.
There are 2 meters left. I have to stay and watch.
Mr. Liang, 8 iron pipes broke at Pier 3. The quicksand below is too thick. The workers are afraid to keep drilling.
What's the panic? This is all within my software's calculations. The pipes broke because the steel you bought wasn't strong enough. It's not my problem at all. Get $2 million more from finance, switch to imported alloy pipes, and keep drilling.
Even in chaos, he stays calm with clear logic. He truly is a data-driven anchor of stability. Help me order that $1 million custom Patek Philippe. Yes, as a performance bonus, I'm giving it to someone. Daishu, I just finished dealing with those greedy shareholders. How are things on your end?
Xiaoran, do you doubt my skills and think I can't handle this?
I don't doubt you at all. I'm just worried you're working too hard.
Sorry, I'm just being sensitive. The geology of this riverbed is terrible. I'm holding out against pressure from the whole industry. I'm just afraid even you won't trust me.
Silly, who else would I trust but you? Don't be so hard on yourself. I've prepared a surprise for you. You'll see when it arrives tomorrow. Daishu, you're going to love it.
President Su, Mr. Liang has been meeting frequently with some low-end material suppliers. There's over $5 million missing from the accounts.
He dares to take kickbacks right under my nose? Where is he tonight? I want to see for myself. What shady business he's doing with my money.
The Riverside Private Club.
Engineer Liang, I just got word from the inside. The Su Group bridge was forcibly joined this morning. To beat the massive flood at the end of the month and show off, they didn't even do safety load testing. Forced the closure 2 weeks early. It opens to traffic next week.
Joined without load testing? It seems that expert at Su Group doesn't even understand basic load points. The pillars are set in quicksand, yet they force the steel beams on. The river is so fast here, this is going to be a disaster.
Since you say so, I'm not worried anymore. Give the tech department 3 days off. In 3 days, we'll go all out for our bridge's critical phase.
President Zhou? President Zhou, you've had too much to drink. I'll get you some hangover soup.
Daju, I've actually liked you for 10 years. I worked myself to death to grow Zhou Corporation, just to stand by your side with pride. Now I've finally done it.
Over these past 10 years, you've suffered quite a bit, haven't you?
Not at all, Daju. I've chosen you for life.
Good. Once our bridge is finished, I'll marry you with a grand ceremony.
Ha 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 ha.
You took my project funds, bought cheap steel, and spent it on girls? Liang Daishu, you're coming to the police station with me now.
Xiaoran, I did it for you, and for the progress of Su Group. Zhou Corporation monopolized all the high-end materials, and the suppliers wouldn't sell to us at all. I had to swallow my pride and beg them for the supplies. You can arrest me, but my loyalty to Su Group and to you is absolute.
I'm sorry, Daishu, I misunderstood you. Starting tomorrow, all financial approval for Su Group will be handed over to you.
Xiaoran, the Su Group Bridge is about to become the landmark of Jiangbei.
As long as we secure the funds tonight, we can finish the closure before the massive flood at the end of the month. We can't let Su Group dominate the market.
Secrecy ensures success. Stay steady.
Well, if it isn't President Zhou and that hillbilly we fired, the Su Group Bridge is opening soon, but that unfinished project of Zhou Corporation, are you keeping it as a ruin on the river?
Speed doesn't mean quality. We'll soon see whose bridge lasts a century and whose is just a piece of junk. The truth will come out soon.
I hope when the flood hits, Expert Liang can still talk this big.
What is it?
Mr. Liang, under the number 3 pier, we heard 2 muffled snaps of rebar, and the safety alarm won't stop ringing.
Don't panic. It's just normal expansion and contraction. Turn off that alarm. We open for traffic tomorrow as planned.
What happened to Daishu?
Nothing. Just good news from the site. The closure was perfect.
Haha. Perfect closure. The main pile is on quicksand. The casing didn't even hit bedrock. Forcing the steel beams like this is gambling with people's lives.
Liang Dazu, you can't even turn on a computer. Stop the alarmist talk. This is Expert Liang, a data model calculated using over 10 sets of imported software.
Computer calculations? All he used was my old drafts from months ago. Once the bridge weight hits, it won't last a month. Before the main internal rebar snaps, I said it the day I left the site. Your bridge will collapse within 30 days. Counting the days, there should be less than 10 days left.
Ha 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 ha. Look closely, everyone. He copied the design of our public bridge, drew a few lines on a piece of yellowed scrap paper, and dared to claim it's his original draft. Our bridge has computer data from 120 monitoring points, all showing green lights. The calculated load-bearing error will never exceed 1 millimeter. An expelled country bumpkin, jealous that we'll open before the month-end flood, is here spreading panic. Do you believe scientific data, or his random scrap of paper?
Engineer Liang, as venture capitalists, we only trust objective data. Su Group's report is flawless, and we'll be collecting money at the ribbon cutting next week. You come here with a scrap of paper and empty words. Expecting us to withdraw our investment? Do you take us for 3-year-olds?
Everyone, the load capacity of the Su Group Bridge has received a full set of inspection reports. It will open tomorrow as scheduled. Starting today, Su Group will blacklist Zhou Corporation from the entire industry. If anyone provides funding to Zhou Corporation's failed project, Su Group will make sure they lose everything. The top 10 logistics fleets have signed a 10-year exclusive deal with Su Group. The flood season hasn't even arrived, and Zhou Corporation is already bankrupt.
Follow President Su, and we'll all strike it rich. Once the bridge opens, we'll see a 100-fold return on our investment.
Director Sun, Zhou Corporation only needs one last round of construction funding. As long as we pierce the riverbed rock, our bridge can withstand a century of floods.
Humph. President Zhou and President Su have spoken. Who would dare at this critical moment to touch your unfinished bridge?
The toughest riverbed rock layer has already been pierced. The main pier is fully stabilized. Silence brings success. Let them laugh.
President Zhou is betting the company's core assets on an unlicensed nobody I kicked out. Zhou Corporation's delisting is only a matter of time.
President Zhou, take my advice. Sell the company while you can. Go work for President Su. At least you'll have food on the table.
Ha ha ha, ha ha ha, ha ha ha.
Since none of you dare to invest, then I'll mortgage Zhou's tower. I, Zhou Nian, will risk everything I own to finish Jiangshin Rock Layer. We at Zhou Corporation will never build shoddy work. Daju, let's go. The air here is filthy.
Today, the $10 billion Su Group Bridge is officially complete. Using cutting-edge data models, we finished before the month-end floods. That is the incredible efficiency of Su Group.
President Su, I heard the Zhou Corporation bridge halted work on the second main pier. Is that true?
Zhou Corporation hired a freelancer without a title as chief engineer. Facing complex geology and budget failure was inevitable. The future of Jiangbei belongs to high-tech big data capital, not to amateurs relying on outdated experience.
Engineer Liang, the underwater scans are in. 20 meters below the riverbed, the rock is completely hollow.
Massive karst caves. The rock layer is like a giant honeycomb. It can't support the main pier's weight.
Daju, with such large caves, what if we force the piling?
If the pile breaks, the entire second pier will sink. The bridge won't even be joined. It'll be a total loss. Cut the power now. Stop all work on the second pier until I recalculate the stress points.
President Joe, Su Group is already holding their ribbon cutting, and they're all over the news. How can you stop work at this critical moment?
Mr. Wang, we hit massive caves mid-river. It's an act of God. We're working all night on a solution.
Stop making excuses. Investors' money isn't for you to waste. If there's no plan by tomorrow morning, we're pulling our funding.
President Joe, the special cement in the warehouse is down to less than 100 tons. Su Group has made it clear they want to see us fail.
Just focus on the funding and materials. I'll break this geological deadlock myself.
Even triple the price isn't enough. We just signed the contract yesterday, and you're backing out today?
Stop it. Jiangbei has already bought out all the special materials in Su Group at double the price.
Su Xiaoren, you're cutting off our supplies on purpose, trying to ruin us.
Business is war. President Joe, if that country bumpkin chief engineer of yours is actually capable, let him build you a bridge pier out of mud.
Winning by cutting off others' materials proves you have no confidence in the bridge you built.
Nonsense. Su's bridge handles 5,000 heavy trailers every day and stays rock solid.
Then I hope your bridge can survive the upcoming flood season.
It's been open for less than 10 days, and the concrete around the main rebar is cracking.
Stop shouting. It's just normal thermal expansion and contraction.
It's no good, Mr. Liang. The massive flood will be here by the end of the month. Engineer Liang said it would collapse within 30 days. Could it be true? We must report this immediately. President Su, close the bridge for inspection.
The final project payment hasn't been settled yet. Who dares to report a shutdown now? I'll ruin whoever does it. Get 2 buckets of quick dry cement from the warehouse, cover it with a thick layer of asphalt, and seal it up tonight. No one says a word.
I've calculated it. Since the riverbed is full of hollows, we won't anchor to the bottom.
Not anchoring? Engineer Liang, how can a pier weighing tens of thousands of tons stand?
We'll use friction. On the rocks above the hollows, we'll drive 16 thick piles, use special cement, and bond the piles tightly to the rock walls. Relying on the grip of these piles, we'll support the entire pier.
Suspending it with friction, no one in the country has ever done this.
But right now, we can't buy high-strength special materials. I have a way. Go and mortgage my car and my Riverview villa for cash. Gather $10 million. I'll lead the fleet to Lingnan province myself to source special materials at a high price.
President Su, Zhou Nian raised $10 million, took 10 heavy trucks, and went to Lingnan province for special cement. Yes, they're returning tonight. They'll definitely take the G204 National Highway. About my $500,000 fee?
Officer, we're from Joe's Road and Bridge, and our transport papers are in order.
We received a report that your transport permits for these materials are fake, posing a serious safety risk. We're seizing all vehicles and cargo. Wait here for investigation.
We're rushing back to repair the main pier. If you seize the trucks, who's responsible for the delay?
President Joe, the highway authorities seized all the car keys. Even if they're held for only 3 days, our Jiangxindun will be ruined.
Contact other factories in Lingnan province. Even if we pay double the shipping, we must get materials overnight.
We're out of money. The $10 million from your villa mortgage is all tied up in this shipment. We're completely tapped out.
Xiaoran, once this bridge is built, our Su Group will finally have a solid foothold in Zhongbei.
Don't worry, Dad. For Zhou Corporation across from us, that batch of vital materials has been seized at the provincial border. Their cash flow is now completely broken. They can't even cover basic operating costs.
Business is a battlefield. Since she mortgaged everything, she is at her weakest right now. Go and take over her mess.
President Joe, I heard you can't even afford a bag of cement?
The affairs of Zhou Corporation are none of Mr. Sun's business. This is a construction site. Please leave.
The debt from your property mortgage has been bought out by Director Sun at a high price. If you can't pay today, this land, including those unfinished piers in the river, will go through bankruptcy liquidation and be transferred to Su Group.
Don't you dare touch her.
Liang Dazu, you're just a fired worker. How can you stand up for her? With $10 million in overdue debt.
As long as I'm here, the bridge of Zhou Corporation won't fall. You're not taking this land today. Old Liu, it's me. The raw materials can't get in, and Jiangxindun is short 3,000 tons of special cement. I need men.
Dazu, 10 years ago, my crew and I were cheated out of our wages by a crooked contractor. It was you who took a sledgehammer and got back our hard-earned money. I have plenty of men now. Say the word, the brothers from the 3 nearby cities rush over tonight.
Engineer Liang, there must be over 1,000 people here?
Infrastructure never relied on fancy systems. It relies on people.
Daju, I'll help carry too.
Stop it. Go rest in the back. It's too slippery here.
I told you, I'll be wherever you are.
The load-bearing data for Pier 3. How can it be this far over?
Daishu, the end-of-month flood is coming, and the Venture Capital's inspection team arrives tomorrow. Is the data model running normally?
The computer calculations are perfect. President Su, don't worry. I can't worry about that anymore. Transfer all of Su Group's final project payments out.
Weather station issued a red alert. A once-in-a-century massive flood peak will reach Jiangbei waters in 72 hours. All construction units, prepare for immediate flood evacuation.
72 hours. If the pier isn't finished before then, 6 months of our hard work will be ruined.
Notify everyone. 3 shifts around the clock. Defend the pier at all costs.
Their vehicles were all impounded. So where did the materials come from?
President Su? I heard Liang Daju found thousands of unlicensed local workers to carry them in by hand.
Ignoring extreme weather warnings to force the schedule, huh? Contact the Safety Bureau immediately. Report Zhou Corporation by name for serious violations during dangerous night operations. I'll use legal means to shut down their bridge project forever.
But the flood is coming. If we stop their machines now, the workers' lives will be at risk.
That's the price they pay for violating safety regulations. If something happens, the blame lies entirely with Zhou Corporation. Do as I say.
Pressurize pipe number 2. Steady the base.
Everyone stop. Who's in charge here?
Officer, what's going on? We're racing against the clock.
We received a formal report of illegal night operations and high-risk underwater work during extreme weather. Cut the power now. Stop all work for inspection. This is a work suspension order. Until the flood peak inspection is complete, not a single drop of cement from Zhou Corporation goes into the water.
The foundation is only half finished. If the flood peak hits it, the entire riverbed structure will be ruined. If the main pier collapses and the river floods back, who will protect the 3 downstream towns?
We just follow the rules. Are you signing this or not?
I, Liang Daju, will not sign.
You're resisting the law. Can you handle the consequences?
If this bridge falls, I'll take full responsibility. If you want to take me, wait until I finish the piling.
Engineer Liang, the current is too strong. It's full of undercurrents 30 meters deep. The grouting pipe shifted 2 meters. The machine can't even reach the hole. With this current, unless you have eyes down there, it's impossible.
Get back, I'll do it.
Engineer Liang, the pipe will snap.
Quiet, just watch.
Use the water's force. Go in. Pour the cement. The pile is set. Now you can take me away.
Everyone, please look. This is the absolute advantage of the overseas AI model that Sioux Group invested heavily to introduce. Under extreme flood peak testing, the bridge's stress data is perfect. Those backward methods lacking science, relying only on blind experience, are destined to be replaced by capital.
President Zhou, the pier is safe. The deck isn't joined yet. If the storm gets stronger, the steel frame might be torn apart.
President Zhou, are you in this leaking shack calculating late fees? Once the flood passes, the grace period for this debt ends. If you can't provide the cash then, your land and Shijiang's unfinished projects will be liquidated and transferred to Sioux Group.
Your bridge is rotten inside.
Ridiculous. You're just a fired worker who can't even read blueprints. What do you know about automated load monitoring?
I don't know computer systems, but I know the water. The foundation of Sioux Group's bridge is already broken. It's only a matter of time now.
Then let's let business rules speak. When liquidation starts tomorrow, I will watch with my own eyes how Zhou Corporation goes bankrupt for blindly trusting you.
It's hollow beneath. Water is being sucked in. The current has hollowed out the base of Sioux Group's bridge pier.
It's all over. The underwater foundation is completely hollowed out.
President Li, this is Liang Dazhu. Pier number 3 of Sioux Group is hollow underneath. Water is rushing in. The foundation has definitely cracked. We can't let traffic through anymore. Block the bridge immediately. It will collapse within half an hour.
Engineer Liang, are you sure? Sioux Group already submitted the automated monitoring report, and everything is normal. The bridge is currently full of vehicles.
I'll bet my life on it. 1 minute late, and hundreds of lives will be gone.
President Su, the officials just called, saying they received a technical report that our bridge is at risk of collapse. They demand we close the gates immediately.
Nonsense. Who made the report?
It seems to be Engineer Liang from Zhou Corporation.
I knew it. Zhou Corporation's own funding is cut off. So they're using this dirty commercial framing to sabotage us. The group is going public next week. If we close the bridge now, how much value will we lose? Can you take responsibility for that?
But the officials...
Tell them. Sioux Group's monitoring data is normal, and we have a full set of inspection exemptions. Open all the gates, keep the traffic moving. Anyone who stops the traffic or causes negative press will be fired immediately.
Old Liu, the base of Sioux's is hollowed out. Drive our dump trucks, block the bridge entrance on the other side. We can't let the people get on it.
Understood. On my way.
Who gave you the nerve to block a public company's operations? Record this now, their troublemaking behavior. Push these junk trucks aside. Clear the area by force.
Once the bridge collapses, you'll all be gone in the river.
Engineer Liang, forget about Sioux Group for now. The final flood peak arrives in 10 minutes. If our bridge deck isn't joined by then, the flood will tear it in two. The wind is too strong. To enter the slot, this last section won't budge at all.
Then forget the crane?
Engineer Liang, manpower can't beat the wind.
Wind is northerly. 3, 2, 1. Lock the pins.
It's joined.
Daishu, answer the phone. Pick up now. The computer data was clearly normal, so why did the bridge collapse?
The phone you dialed is powered off.
We are sorry to inform you, due to the massive flood peak and extreme rainstorm weather, all departing flights are delayed. Takeoff time is to be determined. Please do not leave the waiting area.
Nature has no mercy.
What are you doing? The flight is only delayed. How can you stop me?
Pier 3 of Sioux Group has been completely destroyed by the flood. You're suspected of a major engineering crime, Liang Daishu. You're under arrest.
Daishu, don't you have the latest overseas model? Why is the data wrong? How did it come to this?
It's too late. I don't even understand this stuff. That computer system was just incomplete data I copied from his notebook.
You drove away the only one who could save us.
I only understand water. The bridge at Sioux Group is already ruined.
No.
Engineer Liang, the bridge at Sioux Group collapsed. Traffic between both sides is cut off, and our bridge is the only way through.
It's all over. The $10 billion value of Sioux Group is ruined.
The Sioux Group bridge collapsed, and traffic is cut off. But right now is when we need emergency rescue the most.
As long as our bridge stands, the road will never be cut.
Sir, can this bridge handle heavy vehicle convoys?
No problem. If a single rebar snaps, I'll pay the ultimate price.
After overnight pressure testing, the quality of Zhou's bridge is certified.
Great.
From now on, this is the only life-saving passage for flood relief.
Great.
Daju. This bridge has helped us builders stand tall and proud.
Straighten the banner. Today is the live-streamed bridge opening ceremony. Don't mess this up.
Daju, the city leaders have arrived. Please put on this suit.
I'm not used to that. The shoulders are too tight. A bridge builder should look like one.
Anyone else could be missing today, but not you, Daju.
Is that a contractor among the suits?
What do you know? He's the backbone who handles the heavy lifting.
This is a true master craftsman.
Daju, every bridge from now on, I'll be there to build it with you.
Good.
Defendant Liang Daishu is guilty of causing a major liability accident, occupational embezzlement, and misappropriation of funds. For these combined crimes, the sentence is 15 years in prison.
Uncle Zhang, let me in to take shelter from the rain. All my bank accounts have been frozen, And I don't even have enough cash for a cheap hotel.
Miss Sue, this house has been seized by the court for debt. If you don't leave now, I'll call 911.
The Sioux Group bridge collapsed, leaving tens of thousands of tons of reinforced concrete ruins at the bottom. The officials are worried sick. The ruins have completely blocked the main Yangtze Channel and created fatal underwater currents. Sigh. The provincial experts came by, but they all shook their heads.
Can't use explosives?
The ruins are mixed with the bedrock. Explosives would collapse the flood embankments on both sides. It's a dead end.
It's not a dead end. There's a way.
Dad, if we can't clear the ruins from the riverbed, the official fines and shareholder lawsuits will be more than we can handle. All industry investments have been withdrawn, and no one dares to touch this mess.
Go and beg Liang Daju. He is our only hope. Go beg him. Only he can clean up Sioux Group's mess.
Engineer Liang, I admit my previous business decisions were all wrong. My blind faith in scientific data ruined Sioux Group. I beg you to come back and save the ruins of Sioux Group. If you're willing to take over, I'll give up all of Sioux Group's remaining shares. I'm willing to do anything.
Even now? Are you still calculating the Sioux family's gains and losses?
Engineer Liang, Sioux Group is already in bankruptcy liquidation. But if those ruins block the main channel, the daily losses will be millions of dollars. Are you just going to stand by and watch?
I'm not rebuilding this to forgive you. I'm doing it for the people who have to detour 3 hours every day due to the broken bridge.
Engineer Liang, the underwater ruins are jammed tight against the bedrock. Explosives will collapse the flood embankments. How can we clear this?
We don't. Use the abandoned caissons as a foundation. Drive new piles directly into the ruins frame. And turn the debris into a ready-made fender.
Brilliant. Turning waste into treasure. I'll issue the blueprints immediately.
Unit 3, full port rudder. Lower the pipes.
Daju, you haven't slept in 3 days.
The underwater conditions are complex, with structures overlapping. For this final pier pour, there's zero room for error.
I'll stay up with you. Once the bridge is finished, you need to get some real rest.
Engineer Liang, the final pour is ready. We can start any time.
Data matches. Pour it. This bridge is solid.
Daju, this new bridge, how many years can you guarantee it for?
The foundation is driven into the deepest rock bed. At least 100 years.
The bridges you build last a century, and our marriage will last a century too. Does Engineer Liang dare to take this on?
Why wouldn't I? I'm taking the job.
Engineer Liang, this is your top secret data.
Take it and use it. It's time to pass it down. Study it well. Don't embarrass us, bridge builders.
Comrade Liang Daju, for saving thousands in their darkest hour and building a century-old bridge upon ruins, you are awarded the Master Craftsman Medal of Honor.
This medal is too heavy. It's not the weight of the gold, but the weight of the lives lost. I don't know much about grand theories, but I know only deep foundations. Make a bridge stand firm. This medal doesn't belong to me. It belongs to the countless workers who spent their lives in the mud, whose names will never be known.